Hello there and welcome to my little beautiful town. It might be small and we might be in poverty, but we still run things just like any other country, alright? So I'm the government, I'm the federal government. I'm pretty much in charge of everything. And it's not that easy running your own, country, even if it's small. There's some things I gotta do. So something I need to do as the federal government, it is the fiscal policy, all right? So the way you start the fiscal policy is by, collecting your revenue. And normally that would be with taxes from the citizens. But like I said, we're in poverty and my citizens, they don't have any money. They live in houses made out of dirt. So we do things slightly different. We have something called a mob spawner. This thing makes skeletons spawn and then they fall down and then I kill them. And this gets me bones. I don't have enough time to get a lot, but here in this chest, I've already collected some bones. Then I go to the crafting table and I turn these bones into bone meal, all right? This is our revenue right here, bone meal. So bone meal, it pretty much makes plants grow. So we have 3 different options here to budget our bone meal on. We could use the bone meal to grow the wheat, and then wheat is used to feed the animals, which is giving wheat or meat to feed the citizens. Or I could help these trees grow, giving me wood to build better houses. Or I could make these pumpkins grow, and we use the pumpkins as helmets for our soldiers, providing, like military funding. All right, so I'm just gonna, divide this up, use it up, all right? Alrighty, I've used up all of the bone meal. I've only grown, like half of the wheat, and I only grew 1 tree. We're just gonna go borrow some bone meal from the country next door. We always do this. So this right here is called, a deficit because we needed more bone meal than we had. But that's okay because then we can just go borrow it. Yeah, now we're 64 bone meal in debt. That's life. That's how you run a country, am I right? Now I can go ahead and use this all up. Great. We used up all of the bone meal. Now all of our different government areas will be flourishing. So speaking of our next door neighbor country, over here, they do things a little bit differently, and they have something that we don't have. They grow beetroot, all right? They have beetroot, and we don't have beetroot over at our country. Right next to our little town, we got cocoa beans growing, all right? So this works out so great. They can, give us some beetroots, and then in return, we can give them cocoa beans. So I'm just gonna send over the cocoa beans over to them. And the next thing you know, they send over some beetroots. But I'll have you know, trading hasn't always been so easy because my town over here and that town down there, we used to be worst enemies, all right? So when we would trade, there would be something called a tariffs. And this is pretty much a tax on trading. So trading, it was a little more expensive. But recently in the past years, me and the president down there, we became best buddies. So now we have free trade. That means there's no tariffs. So, it's cheaper, the price goes down, and trading goes up. We trade all the time. Now, we have 2 little businesses in this town. We have the fish store, and, we had the fishing rod store, but, some things have happened recently. we can go over to the fish store and look. It says, watch out. It says, buy fish today. Was 7 emeralds, now only 4 emeralds. Wait, so the fish got cheaper? It totally makes sense, because before, people would have their own fishing rods and they could get their own fish. But now that the fishing rod store is burning down, they can't get their own fish. So now everybody wants to come here. Everybody is shopping at the fish store. So because demand is going up, the price is going down. Am I right, dude? Well, would you look at that? It looks like I got 4 emeralds. And a fish costs 4 emeralds, so I'm gonna, I'll put my money in there. And, wow, look at all that. Not only is the demand high for fish, they also have a really large supply. When supply goes up, price also goes down. So I'm going to take my 1 fish, and hopefully our town will get out of poverty soon. But yeah, that's the tutorial on how to run the economics of your own country.